Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is King Monyay. Welcome to my YouTube page. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit the likes button. Make sure you subscribe and become part of the Monyay tribe. As you can tell from the title, this right here, we're going to talk about just because you've been to prison or jail, that don't make you hard. That don't mean you're a gangster, and that is not the making of a man. But before we do that, let me introduce myself. I'm King Monyay. I created this page with the purpose to end mass incarceration. Part of what I do is talk about different struggles that I've been through and the different struggles that people go through when they choose a life of crime. If you like what you hear, in fact, right now, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Become part of the Monyay tribe. So without further ado, it's been nearly 6 months since I've been paroled, and I'm out in society doing my stuff, staying drug-free, crime-free. So a lot of people ask the question, how was it in prison? How did you do it? A lot of little homies look at me with admiration and admire, when you say how long you did. And it seems like in the black culture, probably the brown culture, just in the ghettos, period, from what I've experienced, the G's, the ones who we consider OGs and gangsters, is always the ones who have put it down for the set, done some time in the pen, and they come home swole or tatted up. Swole meaning they're big and buff, or tatted up meaning they have tattoos. So we have an image growing up that, this was what it was about, being an OG. This is what it's about when you're part of that lifestyle. This is what it's like. And so we grew up kind of having some type of admiration. You could tell by the way people talk. You can tell by the way people brag. It's like once you've been to the pen or been to jail, it's like your badge of honor because you survived. And I get it, dealing with racial tension every day, being in a position where sometimes you're the only one from your section, the only one from your set, and you're the only representation of your area to new people. And so for that alone, you got to smash and represent. And the harder you represent, the harder you smash, the more notoriety you get, the more your name start ringing, and the more respect and praise you get from your homies when you return back to the streets. So it was always looked upon as a badge of honor. It was always looked upon the true test of if you were solid or not. If a man's solid, he gonna go through the penitentiary, he gonna press his line, he gonna bang the set, he gonna represent the set the right way, and his name's gonna be ringing bells, and we're gonna hear about it on the streets, and that's what it's all about. And so I understand the lifestyle, I understand it very well. But having lived that lifestyle and knowing what I know today about the truth about how people, the man in prison feel, the gangsters, the G's, the ones who put it down for the set and got all day, they'll tell you that a majority of them feel like they wasted their life, and if they had a chance, they would to do it all over, they would do it different. What I'm saying is, just because you went to prison, just because you went to jail, just because you went to juvenile hall for the first time and you done 3 months, or even if you done 3 years, going to jail does not make you a man. Going to prison, surviving it, coming out with tattoos don't make you hard. You're not a gangster just because you've been to the pen. All that means is you was foolish and you got caught. That's all that means. See, the name of the game is to be good or be good at it. And so those who go to prison, it's because you wasn't good at it. And I know they're going to eat me up in the comments, but that don't matter. The truth is this. I know the best that done it and got away with it, right? Don't say that to brag and promote crime. What I'm saying is they was good at it. I know some of the hardest dudes, hardest stone. They ain't never been to prison. They ain't never been to the pen. They never had to have another man tell them what to do. Never took orders from a man, whether he be black, brown, red, white, or blue. Whether he be a cop or just a nigga like you. I know some G's who ain't never, ever had to pull their pants down and squat for another man. I know some G's that ain't never took an order from another man. Never put contraband, put cigarettes in their ass. Never smoked cigarettes that came out of another man's ass. And see, that those is the G's. Those is the ones who got it right, had the right idea. And so we was confused. We was bamboozled. See, because going to jail for whatever reason, I don't care if you try to say you was taking care of your family. I don't care if it was for revenge, for your family, your brother, your sister, your mom. I don't care if you had to do it. I know it don't make you a bad person, first and foremost. It don't make you a bad person, like you're no good. It don't make you a bad person like you wasn't raised right. It don't make you a bad person as though you a sinful sinner. But it does not make you a man either. It does not make you a gangster. And that's the message I want to kick right here. Because despite what your homeboys are saying and despite what these fools on the rap scene is telling you, despite what it may appear to be, you know, if they flexing right now with a phone in jail, in prison, and they act like they living it up, it's a homosexual hangout, man. It's Loserville. And yes, you got some brilliant minds in there, but for the most part, everybody in there got caught. Some of them is wrongfully convicted, and for them we pushing too. Some they in there and they innocent. They're not included in this. We're talking about the ones who live a gangbang lifestyle, the ones who grind, hustle, pimp, trap, whatever they do, and they just got cracked one time, whether they say somebody snitched on them, did this, whatever happened, they got the shitty end of the stick and they got incarcerated. Whether the law was wrong, that's something different. Those that are innocent, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones who did the crime and the ones who's in jail smashing and have a belief that just because you handled it the way you handled it, and just because you've been where you've been and you survived honorably, that the rest of the world should look at you with some type of reverence. The rest of the world is out here taking care of their business. The rest of the world is being responsible. The rest of the world is contributing, building up, creating jobs, an opportunity for other men, people in society. And so shouts out to the ones who held me down when I was incarcerated, for anybody who wrote me a letter and some love or support, for anybody who sent me $1 or $2, because those is the real G's, the real gangsters. And those is the ones who's really hardcore. Because through the thick and thin, throughout it all, you know, They never folded. They continued to take care of their business so that when I return, I can do the same thing. And so I just had to say that, because if I don't make a video to make it very clear that if I talk about prison, I talk about YA, I talk about the stories, I talk about the riots, I talk about the fights, I talk about the temptations, the trials, the triumphs. I talk about it all. I talk about it with the press, with a militant mind. I talk about it because I'm proud of what it created and who I am. But make no mistake, that alone does not make me a man, and that alone is not what qualifies me to be respected. I deserve respect because I respect others and I contribute to my society. I deserve respect because I am handling my responsibilities. Inshallah. And so that's what it's about. Everybody got to get involved. Everybody has a position, a duty in this life to do. And if you're sitting around getting taken care of, asking for $50 green dots, I know that lifestyle well. And all I'm saying is have a desire to change your situation and start now, and get that out your mind that you some type of God. You may be praised in your section. You may be that nigga. But to the rest of the world, you ain't nothing but just another nigga. Another statistic. And so going to jail, being in prison is not where it is. It's not what it's about. And I'm saying that, man, because this is King Monyay. I am the leader and the captain of my destiny. And I do succeed because I believe I will. I was sent here to inspire those who are great and sometimes tend to forget it. This is another one. I want y'all to remember, it's never too late to change. I want you to love yourself. And before we go, once again, make sure you hit that like button.